Welcome back to Undertale Beyond the Mountain. Here we have another intense episode.
Chapter 186, The Other Form. Dear Diary, Hotland is falling apart. I can feel it. I had to run away from the raging lava. Is this where Gaster is now heading? I won't let him. In fact, I will not let one of Gaster's sons do this. Papyrus will never do this. But I bet Sans will do this. That horrible man. I will show him. But I'm afraid I will lose to him again. There has to be another way to defeat Sans and eventually defeat Gaster. Signed, MTT. Then, Mettaton went to Alfie's lab. He told her that Sans might be part of this. He is on Gaster's side. Then, Alphys went to explain. There is another form of Mettaton. That would be Mettaton Neo. Neo form may look powerful, but it's not. Just one touch and Mettaton will be damaged. Neo form is without a doubt the weakest form. Mettaton was worried that he will still lose to Sans. Then, Alphys got an idea. She didn't want to say it to her friend. She suggests that he should go back home. Later that night, as Mettaton was sleeping, Dr. Alfie snuck in his home. She immediately went to work on his body. She worked real hard. She has done on some intense stuff in there. 1 hour later, Alfie's finished. She was covered in sweat and oil. She believed she has done it. She made sure that Neoform won't be destroyed. Chapter 187, Be Prepared. The next morning, Mettaton woke up to hear his phone ringing. He answered to hear Alphys on the other line. She told him that she managed to fix his Neoform. Mettaton was pleased to hear that. He now goes to find Sans. Once he made it to Snowdon, he told Sans that in today's show, he will fight him. All right, Meta. Whatever you say. Sans said, casually. He knows that he might win. Later, the show was about to start. Mettaton brought Alphys, Frisk and Papyrus along. It should be obvious why Papyrus is coming. He would love to see his love take on his brother. They went to the court. Sans was waiting for them. Mettaton sees a switch on his wrist. He tells Frisk to flip it. The child flips the switch on his wrist. Just then, Mettaton starts to transform. He has turned into Mettaton Neo. He was ready to take Sans on. Papyrus gasped his awe. He felt like screaming like an anime girl. They all get on stage. Shockingly, no one was in the audience. Frisk, Alphys and Papyrus agreed to sit down and watch the battle. Sans has arrived. Wow. Your new look is so glamorous. You do look way different than I remember. None of that matters now. Are you ready to be defeated? Sans asked. Mettaton nodded yes and the fight was on. Chapter 188, Power of Neo. Mettaton and Sans were brawling against each other. Papyrus happily cheered for the both of them. Frisk and Alphys hope that MTT will win. Sans released some blaster cannons. Mettaton dodged those swiftly. He just so happens to have a cannon too. When Alphys worked on him, she made sure that he has a cannon. As he was firing, Sans quickly dodged them. Mettaton went to kick Sans with his even stronger legs. Sans tried to dodge but he got a little hurt. Meanwhile, Napstate Luke was watching them from TV. Lukey indeed felt a little excitement for his cousin. 5 minutes later, Sans was getting exhausted. Mettaton found a great opportunity to finish him off. He releases a big laser beam. Frisk, Alphys and Papyrus watched in awe. That was probably the strongest attack he released. Sans wasn't dead. He was all tired and was completely out of it. He finally declared Mettaton the winner. Frisk, Alphys and Papyrus cheered. Bluky cried out happy tears. Then, Mettaton collapsed. It's true. Neoform wasted all his energy. Frisk gasped. It's okay. He will wake up in a few hours. Alphys said. Then, they all left the core. Chapter 189, After the Battle. Frisk was worried about Mettaton. Is he okay? What if he won't recover from the battle? Just then, they see him, back in his X form. Frisk ran up to him and gave the robot a hug. You see, darling, I will always recover. I always come back for my friends. MTT said. Frisk was no longer worried. They now sense that Hotland will be okay.
Well, for now it will be. There's a lot more chaos coming their way. It's what they don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And you want to know a little fun fact about me? I always look at Mettaton as a canceled Transformers character. Like, people say that, oh, can you be a Transformer? That looks awesome. Well, especially his Neo form. His other forms don't really get the Transformers vibe. But it's definitely Neo form that will do it for me. It will crush anyone and anything that gets in his path. So yeah, Mettaton Neo is so strong and powerful. Just don't touch it. You cannot touch Neo form. If you do, you will break it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow.